You have an orange frame. You're drawing an orange, right? You're telling me this is not yours.
I'll give it back then.
Still not sitting down. So, I'm asking our voices to be off now. If you don't follow that direction, then you're not following direction. You need to turn your body facing forward. I want you to get out something quietly to do. I am saying that there is not any of the toys anymore. Those are going to go in your backpack for now. You need to start calming down. Put in your backpack. You can get out either your morning work, your word search. You can draw on a piece of paper. You can draw on the back of your self-image until we come around and fill it in. But right now we are sitting quietly. That's not quiet, Carter. Staring at me and yelling is not quiet. You're doing your flex work quietly. Fill in the snack portion of your self-image. And then we're going to add in math.
Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Because it's not yours to touch. Don't forget your language that you use, okay?
What do you mean?
What you said back there.
So? Well, it's scribbled on my drawing and I have to throw it out.
Right, but cursing doesn't go through anything. Redo it, because today is slime, so let's redo it and only put the no that you need to know in it. You did not do everything wrong. Pick the ones that you did wrong and go back and do it, or else you're not gonna have enough points. I'll take it. You did? Follow directions and you use some bad language, right?
That's bullshit though.
Again, why? Why do you say that word?
Because you're making me take off points because I was upset for a reasonable reason.
Right, but then we have to watch the words we pick, right? There's other words. Yes. I think it's just that. Why? What is that? I really don't deserve it. Disrespectful.
All right, make sure math is added in under there. Understand? What my plan is We'll meet with each group for about 15 minutes. If you're not with me, you're going to do your I Already Pack. And then we could do a little states bingo if you want at the end of the day. If not, I can put you on something else. So that'd be your option if you want to play it. And that'll be our social studies activity down there at the bottom. And if you don't want to do that, we'll find something else for you. But for right now, I'm going to start with my fourth grade. I have that thing loaded up down here. So fifth graders, Mark King and Jason A, you guys can head over to the desktops to do. Fourth graders, take out your math textbook and open up to page 257. Sure. 257. We already did 257, but I'm just asking to open up to that one. That's where we're going to start. 257. Mark King, can you shut the lights off on your way up?
The lights, Marky.
Yeah, it's
11:40.
It's not exactly right, but
Thank you.
So, it should be on page 257. I'm going to get started, so if you're just sitting there refusing to open up your book, it's not a good use of our time. We did our area model here on page 257 for our chairs in the auditorium. If you got to turn the page. If you turn the page, what you see is a little color graphic that gives you a visual for this. Now, please stop making the noise. I've told you before that this is called the area model for multiplication. And the reason we call it the area model is because what we're doing when we break apart our squares into their 4 parts, we're basically finding the area inside broken up pieces of our shape. So if this was a room, this whole outside here was a room. Whenever I talk about area, I usually talk about carpet, because carpet is, you got to find the area of a room in order to fill it with carpet. The area is the flat space inside your shape. So this room here is 28, we could say feet, 28 feet long, 16 feet wide. What we're doing here is finding 4 little sections of this room and finding the area of that section. And we're adding all those up to find the area of our whole room. So if I wanted to just put carpet in this portion of the room, it'd be 200 square feet of carpet. Just in this section would be 80 square feet. Just in this would be 48. Just in this would be 120. I add them all together, I know how much area is in the whole shape. That's why this one, your boxes all look different. When we're doing them together, just make all the boxes the same. It's a lot easier to do that. But this gives you a visual of how 200 here is a bigger area than, say, 120. That's a small area. 80 is a smaller area. 48 is the smallest area. So that's why it's called the area model, because you're finding the area of different spots and then adding them all together.
I can't find this on 257.
It's on the next page. Take it around the page. Yeah, sure. So those colors and the different sizes here show you the different portions of, if this was a room, the room, and how many square feet would be in there. In this example here, we're not finding the carpets, these are the chairs. So in this portion of the auditorium, there'd be 200 chairs. And then it makes sense, this portion is smaller, right? So 120 chairs would fit in there. So this is smaller than that, 80 chairs would fit in there. And this is the smallest, so 48 chairs would fit in there. We add those all up together to get our total amount of chairs. Okay. Yeah. So that's why this one has different colors, and the boxes are all just different shapes. Or not different shapes, different sizes. We want to still try to just keep our square split up evenly. It's just easier than that, than to try to predict how big different squares should be. So, do that, you get this. Let me skip that next page. I want you to turn to page 260. Yeah, 260. Page 260, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna get started. We have page 260 here on page 260. So, this is a partially complete area model. I think this is a good place to start trying on your own a little bit. I'll give you maybe 4 minutes or so. Try to fill this out and finish the problem. What we're doing is we're trying to find the product of 27 and 21. So we're